It's only me hiding behind the magnifying glass. This could come into the story, but then again, you know, you can never be too sure where my stories are going to lead. Today, I want to just mention something that happened to me yesterday, and it was amusing at the time, and I think it's still quite funny, and I can't understand how it happened. And it's one of those incidents that occur, and I bet you have them too. And when it happens, you think, well, you knew that all along. To the point, I was in conversation yesterday with a lady for probably, I don't know, 3 minutes. And during this conversation, I said to her, so is your sister back then? And she said, back from where? I said, from Austria. She said, she's not been to Austria. I said, well, somebody at badminton told me that she was in Austria on holiday. She said, she doesn't play badminton. She said, and she lives in Canada. I said, oh. I said, is your name Jill? She said, no, it's Nanine. I'm glad to say that we both laughed, but it was surreal. It just came out of my head, and I could not explain why I thought this lady was Jill. Anyway, later on yesterday evening, I was trying to make some sense of it really, and all these thoughts were going around my brain. Well, what does Jill look like then? If you thought she looked like that, and that's Nanine, what does Jill look like? And I couldn't remember. And then suddenly I had a vision of Jill. So anyway, that was the funny thing that happened yesterday. Just one of those things. So I thought, well, I'll tell you that if I can remember, because so many things recently I seem to be either not retaining or not taking in properly. And I don't know whether that's because of my drifting brain or whether I need to concentrate more and focus, you know, instead of having all these things swimming around my brain. I need to be able to go, yes, yes, and look as if I'm paying attention and taking in every detail. Do I look like that now? Do I? Well, I'd have to practice that face. I really would. But I don't know how long it would take to practice. I'm not certainly going to start the practicing here and now, because you know how these vlogs can go on and on and on. So I just think that today I will make it brief, and hope you're all well, happy, enjoying, smiling. I'm not going to tell any jokes, not today, because, well, you know that I'm not very good now at telling jokes. You know that I don't remember words when I'm singing. I know who I am though. And I thought today, could you and I play like a game together, you know? And I thought, what kind of game could we play? What about charades? So I could do all this, but then again, you're not supposed to talk, and I wouldn't be able to tell your reaction. And then I thought, can we pretend to have a serious game of chess? No. And talking of games, I have, ever since Harry downloaded me Scrabble, well, it's called Wordmaster actually, on this iPad, my lovely iPad. I'm staying up later and later now and playing master games against the computer. You know, that invisible person behind there. I wonder if that person is male or female, because I've beaten that master quite a few times, and then it's almost like they stand up and think, I'm not going to be beaten by her. She's not right in her head anyway. And that's it. And then all these Z's and Q's and V's and W's and K's and X's are doled out to the computer. So I end up with 6 I's and, well, not these, but 6 I's and all E's and N's. You know, these things that are not very useful. But anyway, that's just another bit of drivel for today. I'm going to leave you now, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. I will be probably dressed in something slightly different tomorrow, and I'll leave you with that thought. In fact, I may not be dressed at all, and that's an even more interesting thought for you to consider. Or less. I may be dressed in less, I may be dressed in more. On that note, I'm going. So have a good evening, a good afternoon, enjoy, smile, and I'll see you soon. Mwah!